Alright, so we got every time Chaos has respected the Imperium. Let's get into the video.
G'day guys and gal. It's not the newsflash of the day that Chaos and the Imperium don't like each other. The Imperium hates Chaos because they caused it to implode into a massive civil war that took it from being on the cusp of an eternal golden age to a shitty, miserable existence.
Yeah.
Chaos hates the Imperium because it hates itself, but doesn't have the self-reflection abilities needed to not just blame everyone else for its own problem.
I mean, bro, the Chaos is literally, like, it's hell. Like, it's legit hell. I don't care if they have civilized, planets or whatever. It was something I think I learned that that the Chaos actually had civilized worlds or whatever. I'm gonna be honest with you, I legit do not care at all.
However, Chaos still has a lot of warriors, some even honourable on its side, some that recognise that despite the Imperium being their enemy, that doesn't have to mean that they despise them, with every fibre of their being, and wish to desecrate all their corpses. There have been moments in the lore when Chaos has even shown respect to the Emperor and his servants, which I'm keen to dive into for today's video. Before we get started, physical calendars are actually super handy to have. Whenever I'm getting overwhelmed by a busy month that has a lot of things going on from a lot of different sources, I can refocus and actually
I have a Twitch at the bottom of the screen. Make sure you guys go follow that. I play all sorts of games and like Fall Guys and Call of Duty, and I'll try to play Minecraft and stuff like that. I'm going to be playing like more games, obviously, as time goes on, stuff like that. I'm not that good at video games, but I try my best. Obviously, I love video games, so I started this channel. And so yeah, obviously we came a long way with this channel. So I just want to say, yeah, make sure you guys go follow my Twitch. That'll be the absolute world. Let's get into the video. Let's get into the video. Let's go.
Lore calendar instead. With Christmas coming up, it would also make an incredible gift to any of your 40k mates, and as a special treat, if we sell more lore art calendars than we did the
make sure you guys are like, you know, make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel, by the way. Thank you guys so much for all the support. It really means a lot, honestly.
That I've been sitting on for quite a while. So basically, you get rewarded with boobs for proving that you aren't just simping for boobs. Marketing, baby. Link to the calendars is below. Get the A4, A3, or the A3 Legendary Edition. Today we'll go over the times that a servant of Chaos has shown respect, even begrudgingly, to the Imperium, the Emperor, or a servant of the Imperium. Let's get into it.
Let's get into it! Let's go.
To start off this list of rare and occasionally wholesome Chaos to Imperial respect, I want to give a moment from the lore that really encapsulates what I'm talking about. In a modern setting, an Ultramarine captain, at least I think it was an Ultramarine, is making a last stand against the Death Guard force. His men are slain and he himself has reaped a mighty harvest of souls. The Death Guard commander approaches to slay the captain and is so impressed by his warrior spirit that even as he is fighting and beating the captain, the Death Guard says that he and his warriors will not be desecrated, nor their gene seed taken to make new plague marines.
Can I say something real quick? I do not like this punk. Oh my god, ew, this idiot, bro. Listen, I don't like to call nobody names or whatever, but this guy, bro, he makes me itch. I think he's one of the guys. He's one of the guys in the Chaos, right? Because the Chaos has like 4 people. They have Khorne. I remember him. They have, Khorne, the guy that makes you worship to him, whatever. Slaanesh, the freak. And I think this is the last guy right here. Oh my god, he might be the worst one that I don't like. There's something about him, like, bro, close your stomach. Like, what's up with you, bro? At least smile, bro. Make this thing smile or something. Like, bro, like the thing is just ew. Like, and I'm not Brad Pitt or nothing, okay? I'm not gonna sit here and, like, you know, and judge somebody's looks, but brother, like, bro, I do not like him, bro.
All of the fallen will be buried with full honours, befitting their status. The captain doesn't reply, he just fights with everything he has left before he is finally slain. The Death Guard commander making good on his promise and burying the fallen loyalists as respected foes. For those that don't know much about the Death Guard, sure, they look and smell like a bunch of rotten, fucked up pieces of shit, and yes, many of them are mean-spirited and evil, with some just being Nurgle-like zealots and all of them are weird. However, many of them have actually maintained most of their sanity and are actually pretty chill. After all, Nurgle is their patron god and he is the biggest chiller of them all. So there is actually a lot of in-law moments of Death Guard or Plague Marines just hanging out and being dudes. There was a decent bit of respect floating around during the Horus Heresy between the two sides, since many of the traitor legions hadn't been corrupted yet and were very much focused on their warrior spirits and whatnot. Many Marines knew each other and engaged in honourable duels mid-battle to the death. One example of this respect was between Argal Tal and Aquilon, the Custodian. Even when Argal secretly became a traitor, he respected the shit out of Aquilon and was upset that he would eventually have to turn on him. That fateful day did come and it wasn't pretty, with Aquilon and his men slaughtering a shitload of wordbearers and their servants, including Argal's close friend Cyrene. In a rage, Argal hunted down Aquilon and they fought, spitting curses at each other, until Argal slew his old friend. He still felt shit about it though, so in honor of Aquilon, he took his weapons and modified them to suit his own needs. There were many other instances of traitors fearing and respecting the Custodes.
I like that. Even though it's messed up, I like that though. He was like, you know what, man, we gotta fight, we gotta duke it out or whatever. They duked it out. One came out on top, and he used his weapon. I respect that. That's nice. I like that.
Many of them hated them in a sort of like.
That's like for instance, that's like Kratos and Thor fighting each other, and let's say Kratos beats Thor, and like he uses his hammer. I think that would be pretty cool. I think that would be pretty cool.
And many others were unsure about how they would fare against the Custodes, as they were rarely seen.
And I mean Ragnarok Thor, because obviously, I mean, in my opinion, I think Ragnarok Thor is better than the Marvel Thor, but maybe that's just me. I'm sorry, you know.
When the wordbearers turned on one of their custodian overseers early on, pre-heresy, even stabbing him and impaling him, they were shocked that not only was he still alive despite being impaled, but he also was not begging or pleading. Even as his life pumped out of him, he stared at them with hatred in his eyes. The custodians also killed many traitor marines in the webway, hence stories of their prowess have echoed through the ages, with many traitor marines seeing the custodian guard as the boogeyman. Whenever a custodian is involved, the traitors use as much overkill as possible, and often it doesn't work. During the heresy, a lot of traitors talked shit about the Emperor. Death to the false emperor, or fuck that golden man in his shiny toilet were pretty common phrases.
Ooh.
However, many others still showed him a lot of respect. Even though they were
better.
haters, they were still like, yeah, he could totally kick my ass. I'm only talking shit because I'm like 50 light years away from him right now. It was kind of like when you're a kid and you would do the Bloody Mary thing in the dark and then talk shit about Bloody Mary, but then you would...
I ain't do that. No, I did. Man, I never did that, man. Never, bro. My friends at the time, whatever, you know, man, they used to, never. I never even tried to do none of that, man. That's like that evil demonic stuff, man. Man, y'all can have that one. Y'all can have that, man. That Bloody Mary stuff, After you gotta like say it a bunch of times in the mirror and stuff like that, man. I'm good, man.
Feel this wave of
I'm good, man. I'm
as
good.
If the very spirit was angry, so you would apologize and ask her not to kill you. I'm not sure if that was just me or everyone else did that, but yeah. The Emperor was kind of like that to the traitors. They all respected that he was insanely powerful, with a few even being, I don't hate the guy, I think he's pretty cool, but I'm just loyal to my Primarch, so cowabunga it is. Speaking more about the heresy, since this is when we got the most juicy traitor on Imperium action, a lot of commanders on both sides respected each other, but mostly those from the traitor sides to the Imperial side. See, as the traitors were, traitors, the Imperial commanders lost most respect they used to have for them, but since the loyalists were loyal, they were a lot harder to hate on. So there was many times when a traitor Primarch or a traitor Space Marine captain was invading a system or taking on an enemy fleet, and they were like, fuck, we're going up against Captain I Fuck Kids, a brutal and ruthless warlord that I once served with. This is gonna be tough, guys. This man holds the world record for most amount of visits to Epstein's Island within the span of 3 months.
Ooh, wait, this dude right here? Whoa, hold up. We gotta repeat that.
I once served with. This is going to be tough, guys. This man holds the world record for most amount of visits to Epstein's Island within the span of 3 months. Just shit like that. The best example of this is when Abaddon and Sigismund came face to face post-heresy. Sigismund was a legend, the greatest Space Marine warrior to ever live, having slain Khorne and countless other traitor champions. Abaddon respected the shit out of him and tried to turn him to his cause, but Sigismund didn't have a bar of it and they fought. Abaddon remarked that even in Sigismund's old age, he hadn't become weak, he'd just gone from being so far above them that no one stood a chance to now he was just one of the best in the galaxy.
Yeah.
Sigismund actually technically won the duel, landing a fatal blow on Abaddon, but plot Hamatihi, a massive sword through the chest, isn't apparently a death sentence for old Abaddon, who then proceeded to cut Sigismund in half. Even as he lay dying, Sigismund insulted Abaddon with his dying breath. Abaddon returned Sigismund's corpse, undefiled, to the Imperium as a sign of respect for the old warrior. Many traitor marines are salty about how things turned out after the heresy and would likely, if given the choice, would have preferred the heresy to have never have happened. One example was Mercutian, a Night Lord who was a part of Talos' squad. When they were discussing the Great Crusade, Talos did the whole emo thing of, we were fighting for a lie, the heresy was justice, that kind of bullshit. Whereas Mercutian was like, well, I don't know, man, the Great Crusade was a time of honor and glory, a united mankind dominating the galaxy. It was fucking awesome, I wish we kept doing that. Now, Night Lords are less corrupt than most other traders, however, I can definitely imagine a number of uncorrupted Night Lords, Iron Warriors, Alpha Legionnaires, and maybe Thousand Sons who feel the same way.
You know, I think one thing that I noticed is, like, in that whole, like, Silver, like, war thing, I'm gonna just call it a Civil War, that Horus heresy thing, like, obviously Horus's team versus, the Loyalists, right? I think it was, like, a fair, like, 9v9 or something like that. imagine like you're on like the, let's say for instance, let's say I'm on like the Horus Heresy, right? And I'm in like one of the factions that's on like Horus's side, basically. Imagine like, and I don't know if there's ever been like a situation where there was, like comment down below if there was, but imagine like you didn't like want to be on your side. Imagine like you were like, you know what, man, like I don't even want to be on this side because I know this side is gonna get mollywopped. So was there a way that like people, like, did people leave? Did people leave these factions because, like, they don't even have to have a reason, but like just in general, did people like leave so they won't have to be in a war, or for like whatever like random reason? Just for instance, like, did people leave? Because I'm gonna be honest with you, if I had the option to, bro, I would leave immediately, or I would like trade or something. I would like talk to like the salamanders like on the low or something like that and hatch a plan so like we can like create like some type of like trade or something like that, or like or like whenever like I don't know, or like whatever, like I meet up with like the Ultramarines or whatever, or like my squad meet up with the Ultramarines, I can hurry up and like slip past the like the defenses and dap up the G-man and then go home with him. Like, I don't know, I would like, I'm gonna be honest with you, I would be a traitor. I can't lie to you.
Life was way better before the heresy, and I can imagine many of them regretting the path they took. This next one isn't exactly traitors showing respect to the Imperium, but I thought it was interesting regardless. An old Iron Warrior veteran who had been fighting the Long War for 10 millennia speaks with some new Chaos Marines, those that had been created well after the Horus Heresy, and he was shocked that they didn't really care too much about the Emperor or the Imperium and had no wish to throw away their lives in the Long War. They didn't hold any personal grudge against an Emperor they never knew, and much preferred raiding supply lines, fighting other Chaos warbands, uncovering ancient knowledge, and learning magic and shit. This infuriated the Iron Warrior, but it also makes sense. Joining Chaos was marketed as a path to freedom from the Imperium's Iron Fist. Why would they throw away their immortal lives getting blown up by an Imperial Titan for a cause they didn't really give a shit about? So yeah, not really showing respect to the Imperium, but it's interesting to see that there is a slow but steady shift away from the Long War. Another example of this is a Renegade Marine who joined the Death Guard and became a Plague Marine. His mutations aren't too bad at the moment, and he can still remove his helmet. He actually dreads becoming a full-on mutated Plague Marine. He didn't join the Death Guard out of some zealous desire to serve Nurgle or some bone to pick with the Imperium. He did it because he wanted more power and he wanted to dominate the galaxy. He was actually even regretting choosing the Death Guard as his new legion due to how dogged and dedicated they were to the Long War.
So you joined these guys for more power? You joined, bro. Yo, I like to call the Death Guard the Nasty Guard. Bro, I like to call the Death Guard the Jock Itch. You join these guys just for, bro, look, bro, they got flies in the back. Bro, look at his face, bro. He needs some proactive immediately. Bro, I call this team Rotten. Bro, are you serious? Bro, I wouldn't join this team if my life depended on it. I'm just being honest with you. This is disgusting.
Another example of how newer Chaos Marines don't actually care much about the
brother.
Their own thing. This next one is kind of interesting, but I would say it still counts. The Khornite demon Kabunda has an eternal blood oath against the Blood Angels. He was the first demon to ever fight and nearly slay Sanguinius, and was then subsequently beaten by the Angel in their next two fights. As such, he has a special grudge against the Blood Angels. When the Tyranids attempted to destroy Baal and kill all Blood Angels, Kabunda was like, "Only I can beat their ass," and attempted to manifest on Baal so he could kill or corrupt the Angels before the Tyranids could eat them. However, Mephiston ensured Kabunda could not manifest close to the main Blood Angel force, so in frustration, Kabunda manifested elsewhere and killed a fuckton of Tyranids, tipping the battle in the Blood Angels' favour and technically saving them, before building a mountain of Tyranid skulls so big that it could be seen from space. And of course, the symbol the skulls made was his own. So I wouldn't say he likes or respects the Blood Angels, but there is something to be said from someone who won't let anyone else kill them except themselves. Now for a bit of controversial lore. During the War of the Beast, an Imperial Fist successor chapter was fighting some Iron Warriors. However, an Orc army arrived, so the two agreed to team up against them. They triumphed. However, the Black Templars arrived and ordered the Imperial Fist to kill their Iron Warrior compatriots. They refused, hence fought their fellow Sons of Dorn before escaping with the Iron Warriors and becoming renegades. Obviously, you can see a lot of issues with this lore. However, it is a part of the lore, and the Iron Warriors distinctly respected these fists, even joining them and forming their own warband. Shit like this never happens anymore though, since it was pretty retarded. And finally, my favorite example goes against the fundamental laws of chaos. The fundamental law being that if you dabble in chaos, no matter how strong your will or how good your intentions, it will inevitably result in your corruption. It's been a massive theme and plot point in all of Warhammer.
Wait. So wait, it's like crack in the 80s. If you hit it once, it's over. It's like crack in the 80s. I didn't know. Okay, wait. I did not actually know that. So, like, if you even dabble, if you smell the chaos, it's over for you. I did not know that.
With even loyalist Primarchs needing to resist the temptation of using chaos artifacts. However, Inquisitor Eisenhorn didn't get the memo, as this motherfucker uses a demon host, chaos sorcery, chaos weapons, and chaos artifacts without issue. Dude drank a poison that was designed to corrupt you to chaos, and it just made him more overpowered and uncorrupted.
This man used the whole McDonald's meal. Yo, he used the whole KFC meal. The $5 fill-up. Bro, he had the chicken, the greens, the mashed potatoes, and the Sprite. Yo. Oh my. Oh, nah, look at him. Yo. You can tell this dude's a menace, bro. Listen, he got the Glock in one hand, and then he got the bro. Do he got chains on his book? Oh yeah, he's a real thug. I'm sorry, y'all. This is what you call a thug right here. This is a straight gremlin. This guy right here, man, should not be trusted pronto at all. But look, first of all, look how many chains he got. And listen, you can't say nothing. I know what I'm talking about. Listen, you see this right here? I know what I'm talking about, bro. Look how many chains he got on. Oh yeah, I know he's a player. Bro, he got the Glock in one hand with a laser on it. And then right here, he got the Krabby Patty secret formula just locked up so that nobody could get it, man. And then look how many chains he look at all the gold chains he got on. Okay, he got the long grocery receipt right here. I wonder how much. Let me see if it's ice. It might be real gold. I don't know.
As such, the servants of chaos look at Eisenhorn with absolute fear and awe. They're constantly either trying to corrupt or kill him due to him going against
Bro
the
got a
rules.
master
Anytime
lock
he comes
on his
face to
book.
face with one of his foes, they are like, dude, I respect the shit out of you, but now you need to die. And then Eisenhorn's like, no you, and he kills him instead. It's absolutely hilarious at this point, and a great note to finish the video on. If you enjoyed the video and you want to support the channel, then
shout out to Majorkill for this video, man. Make sure you guys like the video, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. I have a Twitch at the bottom of the screen. Make sure you guys go check that out. King Indy with 2 Y's. On Twitch, it's free. I don't have to. I'm not charging you, for anything or whatever. I play Fall Guys, Call of Duty, a lot of other games. I play story mode games sometimes. So if you want to come through, say what's up. Don't expect me to to be really good at these games. I will try my best, and I'm gonna have a lot of fun and stuff like that. Other than that, I'm stuttering hard. It's like 6 a.m. right now. That's why I'm stuttering, because it's really early. And the next day, I've stayed up basically, not for a full 24 hours, but I stayed up for a long. Okay, I'm just yapping at this point. Make sure you guys like the video, subscribe to the channel, follow the Twitch down below, and I will see you guys every time out. Peace out.